Their Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the... ...25. On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 66 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Luck's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Come on now, come on now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Alex Okafor in there to get him his. On second down, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Not the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, kill. Two.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leroy Reynolds in there to here.
Kill. 0-2. You're 21. Switch. Inside.
Game you play and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Philly coming out again for offense. And let's take a look at the first 4 weeks of the regular season here for the defending champs, Charles. They're home for the Falcons season opener at Tampa, home for the Colts, and back on the road for Tennessee.
And it looks like a very manageable schedule, doesn't it? It looks like, to me, that they would be strong favorites in 3 of the games. And then, of course, the Falcons game, they'll still be the favorite at home. But here's the thing people have to remember. When you're the defending Super Bowl champion, everyone plays better against you. They play harder, and they get after you. So none of these games will be a gimme for them just because they're carrying the mantle of being the best team in the NFL.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on now, oh, come on now, let's go.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Ginn. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Hey, 0-2, 0-2.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a second-year man. This is Jay Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Great 15, great 15. Great 5-2, on here. Here we go. 180. Black, come on. Black, come on.
On 1st down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, as we look back to the final week of the preseason and the roster cuts, that final day of roster cuts, a lot of noise was made. The biggest noise, though, Khalil Mack moving to the Windy City.
That's one that, let's look at it from Chicago's perspective. A young team growing, building on both offense and defense. And it's a city that loves defense. They love their linebackers. Khalil Mack being added to that group, that's just a win-win for them. Now you flip it over to Oakland. I never thought they'd let Khalil Mack go. I thought they'd figure out a way to get it done. But somehow, during the contract negotiations, everything broke down, and they decided to save that money, and they'll put it elsewhere in their roster.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Great 15, great 15. shorty. Shorty.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, kill. Ready.
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Nigel Brown. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Kill. Get set.
Again, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 75 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Kill! Under!
Shotgun now for Breeze. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, easy. Kill! 11.
Breeze now. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
36.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, but you're counting.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Easy. Easy. 12.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Breeze again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Over.
They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Saints add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football.